Whether you're new to manifesting and using techniques to manifest your goals, or whether you're experienced and you simply want to become better at manifesting, this video is designed with the beginner and the more advanced in mind, because the simple truth is that manifesting can be done by someone very new or someone that's been doing it for years. The same methods are employed. And so I'm going to help you understand the science behind manifesting in a very simple way so that you'll be able to actually understand it. And then I'm going to actually give you the simple method of how to train your mind and your attitude to be receptive to manifesting and accomplishing your goals. You know, there is actually a wide difference between one who is hoping and wishing for change in his life, desiring for an accomplishment of a goal or desire, and one who, on the other hand, is actually using the manifestation processes to accomplish his goal through manifestation. And many are confused on the difference. And so I want to make that clear for you from the very beginning so that when you begin to manifest, you'll know that it's actually the processes that you must follow through with on a consistent basis that will bring you results. Because simply hoping and wishing, wanting it to happen, well, you know that in most cases it never happens, right? So I'm going to give you the simple processes of how to bring about your goals and realize your dreams. But first, let's clarify the big difference between hoping and wishing and actually using manifestation methods. Wishing for something and actually manifesting something are complete opposites. How so? Wishing actually amplifies what you don't have. And manifesting is actually having what you desire. So the difference between wishing and manifesting is the difference between desiring something versus actually having something. Simply hoping for something and actually realizing and experiencing the results you seek. Big difference, isn't there? So, for example, someone might say, I wish I had a better job. I wish my boss would treat me better. I sure wish my kids would listen to that counsel. I wish my husband or I wish my wife would treat me in such and such a manner. You know what? I wish I was rich. Every time you say anything after I wish in that manner actually amplifies the fact that you don't have it. If you wish for a better job or a better career, it means that the one you have is you're not enjoying it, right? And so you're in a state of desire and wanting and hoping for a better job, and it's simply amplifying the fact that you don't have that. Now, the difference is if I say, I am committed, I am absolutely moving into a better career, I am a loving person, I'm a loving man, and I deserve to have a loving relationship, and I am manifesting a beautiful relationship with a wonderful woman. In fact, qualities I'm looking for are I could actually list the qualities I'm looking for in a woman, which I did do that, by the way. And now focusing on those qualities and seeing myself as already being in that relationship. Manifesting process, I would invite you to actually write it down. Write down, yes, what you desire and hope for. But now turn right around and rewrite it in the present tense as having it, as seeing it, of being it already. You're in that position of that great relationship. How does it feel? What would it look like? You have that marvelous job and that extra money or the bank balance that you seek. What would that look like? How would it feel? What would your life be like then? So you're projecting yourself into the future and then wording it in a positive way, present tense, as if you already have it. And that's why already having is such a key element of manifesting, whereas hoping and wishing, again, goes back to simply emphasizing that your life is in a state of lack, in a state of neediness. I wish I had more money. Clarifies to yourself and anyone you say it to that you don't have enough money. And simply wishing and hoping for it isn't going to manifest more money for you. But if you are committed as the person who is making more money, who is achieving wealth, who is experiencing a great relationship, who is loving and loved, you will have that. It will come into your life. So what you're really doing, again, wishing and hoping versus manifesting and having, it's a different mindset completely. And so for a beginner and even a more advanced person as far as manifesting, I would highly recommend that you train your attitude, you train your mind. Systematic cultivation is what Neville Goddard refers to it as. He refers to it as a faithful, systematic cultivation of your wish fulfilled. You have to imagine again and again that you already have it. So when doing so, yes, you would even close your eyes and imagine, if I already had that income, what would my life look like? Wouldn't I have the financial freedom to take the kids or the grandkids, if you have to have those, to Disney World? Wouldn't I be able to take my family on a beautiful vacation in the Caribbean, perhaps on a cruise or otherwise? Wouldn't I be getting my bills paid off? Not only my bills paid off, but I would have the freedom perhaps to travel more, to purchase the things I need for my home, to buy that new car if I need it and want it. Yes, that would be financial freedom. But you have to imagine you are already there. And it's one of the difficult things in the beginning to fully conceive, is that, simply put, to manifest something in your life, you have to realize that, number one, it already exists. Creation is finished. All past, present, and future are present now. So that version of you with that life, with that better life, being with the person you want to be with, having the money that you need, enjoying the life that you would like to have, that life already exists. We need to imaginatively occupy it, and then it will become real and manifest or become realized in our visible world. Again, I would keep this as simple as possible because this is exactly the process that I've used in my own life. When I wanted to become Beach Bobby, I was Beach Bobby, even though I was still working full time. I was living in the desert, and it was only on rare occasion that I would be able to go on a beautiful vacation and experience a beach. But in my mind, I was living full time in the tropics in Southeast Asia, and enjoying a wonderful beach life. The ocean in front of me, mountains behind me, my feet in the sand. I could smell the ocean. I could feel the cool breeze through the coconut trees, and I could feel the ocean washing up on the beach, perhaps washing up over my feet, right? And I could feel the warm sand and the warm sun on my shoulders in the tropical moist air, not like it is in Las Vegas, but in the tropics. And for the last 4.5 years, that's been my life. Currently visiting family in Reno, Nevada, and I'll be visiting my children in a few weeks. I'll be visiting my children in Las Vegas, and thereafter I will be returning to my Southeast Asian island life. Okay, so I've already purchased my return tickets. Everything is all set. The money is right. Everything continues to unfold for me in a beautiful, beautiful way so that I can continue that beach bobby lifestyle in the islands. So I'm very blessed in that regard. But I've kept it really simple. I simply imagine myself there having the financial abundance, the health, the joy, meeting and being with wonderful people. I have a lovely girlfriend that's waiting for me to return. And now that she knows I've already purchased my ticket, I am definitely going back to her. So I have that beautiful life waiting for me, but I've created that life by first imagining it, seeing it, then believing it, and then actually visually and physically experiencing it in real life as it unfolded and became true. Fairly simple, isn't it? And I know you can do the same. Just keep it simple. Keep it simple as possible.
And I promised you that I would share with you a simple process. This is taken from Neville Goddard's book, Out of This World, Chapter 1, Thinking Fourth Dimensionally. Notice the very first sentence. People have the habit of slighting the importance of simple things. But this simple formula for changing the future was discovered after years of searching and experimenting. So, based on experimentation of Neville Goddard, his students, and myself, I know that this process works. And I'd love for you to fall in love with this process, and I'd love for you to use it and share with me in the comments if you will actually have the bold spirit of actually testing out this method. Notice the process. The first step in changing the future is desire. That is, define your objective. Know definitely what you want. And so your wishing and hoping is part of that first step. But now clarify it. If you want a better job, what type of job? If you want to become more skilled in a certain way to be better qualified for an amazing career, what would you imagine and what do you know that you would need to accomplish? What would be the goal in that regard? If you know what type of a person you'd like as a partner, what are the qualities that you seek in them? What kind of a partner do you wish to have? Write out those qualities. Have it firmly in mind. And now, having that defined objective or goal, number 2. Secondly, construct an event. Construct an event or an imaginal act which you believe you would encounter following the fulfillment of your desire. An event which implies fulfillment of your desire, something that will have the action of self predominant. And actually write it out. Write it out in detail. Imagine it first and then write it out and see it vividly in your mind's eye. Actually being in that event This is an event such as a director shaking your hand saying, "We are so happy that we brought you onto our firm, to our company, because you're doing an amazing job. Congratulations." And imagine them reaching out their hand, and likewise you reaching out your right hand and taking their hand and shaking it and thanking them. See this imaginal scene over and over, and that's the next step, step 3. Thirdly, immobilize the physical body. In other words, sit back or lie down and become completely relaxed and induce a condition akin or similar to sleep, bordering on sleep. Lie in a bed or relax in a chair and imagine that you are sleepy. Then, with eyelids closed and your attention focused on the action you intend to experience in imagination, mentally feel yourself right into the proposed action. You're not watching it, you're into the proposed action, imagining all the while that you are actually performing the action here and now. You must always participate in the imaginary action, not merely stand back and look on, but you must feel that you are actually performing the action so that the imaginary sensation is real to you. It is important always to remember that the proposed action must be one which follows the fulfillment of your desire. And also you must feel yourself into the action until it has all the vividness and distinction of reality. For example, suppose you desire promotion in office. Being congratulated would be an event you would encounter following the fulfillment of your desire. So once again, if that action is being congratulated by someone, such as the director, or a dear friend reaching their hand out or putting their arm around you and saying, "This is absolutely amazing, congratulations." Or if they are, again, the director, they would be congratulating you and thanking you for the fine job you're doing and how pleased they are that they hired you. That's it. Keep it simple. And that is what you bring into your imagination, into that sleepy alpha meditation state. This could last for a few moments, or it could be repeated over and over in your mind as you actually fall asleep in bed in that vivid imaginary state.
I've shared with you the process of manifesting. And now what I'd like to do is let you know that you can also use the same methods to gradually improve your personality or your self-concept. Your self-concept, your concept of yourself is all that you believe, accept, all that you love, and what you see as true for yourself and how you look at the world. So, for example, one who is in the dating world might say, "I wish I had a lovely partner that would treat me well." Simply wishing for it leaves you feeling what? More alone. And you can emphasize that negativity by saying, "You know what? I can never meet someone that's the right person. I always meet the wrong guy, or I always meet the wrong lady." If you say you always do, that will be true for you, and you will continue to struggle. But if you confidently say to yourself, whether it's true or not, if you confidently say to yourself, "I always meet wonderful people," and finding the right person to enjoy life with is absolutely not only possible, but I am meeting the right person. I'm loving, and loving people, sweet people, are attracted to me. The right woman is attracted to me, and I am becoming that now. I am that now. And you notice that, for example, most women, whether they realize it or not, it may be subconscious, but they're attracted to a man who knows what he wants, who is confident who he is, and is sure of himself. You need to become sure of yourself and confident first, because again, the results will follow you being that man. Same thing for a woman. She says, all the great men are married. All the good ones are already taken. Well, guess what? There's thousands of new ones coming along every day who are either separated and divorced, no longer with who they were with before, or are seeking a woman just like you, be you a lady, or if it's a man, there is a woman seeking a man just like you, who is confident, sure of himself, and will treat her marvelously. So you want to be what you seek. So if you seek someone who is kind, loving, and sweet, what do you need to be? Of course, you are sweet, loving, deserving, and sweet. Claim it. Be it. And you will receive it. That's how it works. Okay? So, in the last 30, 40 years, I've been using these methods. I know I will have it. I know I am it. And so it manifests. It becomes my world because I fully buy into it and believe it. But as I mentioned earlier, you really want to have a systematic way of manifesting. So the method I left you of desiring, right, then imagining a scene that would imply that you already have it, then going into that meditative, alpha meditative, sleepy state and manifesting it by believing it and seeing it over and over and over, and taking that into your sleep, into your subconscious. It's interesting. Sham Helmstetter, who wrote the book, a lot of books concerning the importance of self-talk, and also Joe Dispenza, Dr. Joe Dispenza, they talk about how when you are involved in these processes, right, of changing yourself, and you do this meditation and this self-talk on a regular basis, it becomes habitual. And by habitual, what happens is you're actually creating new synaptic connections on a cellular level in your mind and body. You are literally becoming that person through practice and training. Anyone can do this. A child can do it, a teenager, someone in their 20s and 30s, someone a bit older in their 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s. You can continue to train yourself to have the experiences that you desire to have. And you will create the connections. You will bring it deeper into your subconscious and become that person. And guess what? You will have those experiences. It is automatic. You'll meet the right people. You'll get the right phone calls. You'll see something online that clicks for the career you were seeking. You'll apply. You'll know you're going to get the job. You know you're the best candidate and that you can be an amazing asset to that company, for example, in the career. And knowing this, believing this, you will bring it into your life as a reality. You know that you're going to make money. You know that you're going to be financially free. You will take the right steps. You will study the right things to advance in a career. You will practice the right habits that make you the best candidate for that career, for that job. Or for that mate, that partner, that relationship, or as the parent that you wish to be with your children. And yes, you will see your children become respectful and become great, responsible adults, as I saw happen with my children. All through their troubled teenage years, I always knew that they would turn out amazing. They knew that I knew, and even at times that they didn't know, I was already imagining them turning out fantastic, and they did. So what is it that you want to know about your life? What is it that you wish to be? You can and you will if you train yourself systematically cultivate it, just like a beautiful garden. You can cultivate your personality. You can cultivate who you are and become not only a magnet, but you'll be like a powerful magnet that's placed yourself in the middle of the gold and silver and diamonds. They will be all around you and they will be attracted to you because you will be on that same vibrational level. I don't want to go too deep on you here, but you will have your mind and your vibration and your being at the same level where all those things already exist, and they will come into your life. So start with a simple goal. Use the method that I gave you of the imaginal scene, right, that I gave you a few moments ago. And that is taken from the book Out of This World by Neville Goddard. Practice it. You will be blown away by the changes that you will see in your life and the marvelous things that you will actually begin to manifest. Whether you're a beginner, whether you're advanced, you can use these processes. Now, if you want to know more detail about how you can develop that mindset, I'm going to leave the link for you right now, and I highly recommend that you also go on my channel and see my playlists concerning visualization and manifesting, and you'll get all the details you need to create that life starting now.